Welcome to Revolt. Welcome to Revolt's Facebook. We got VT in the house. Representing Meter Mob.
Meter Mob.
The Meter Mob.
Yeah, West Oakland, you know, Bay Area.
Bay Area, town
The
biz.
town.
Yeah.
Shout out to the rest of the Meter Mob. They out there being crazy somewhere, so.
Yeah, shout out to them. And then also we got Too Short in the house. Short Dog in the house.
What's up, man? We feeling real good in Oakland right now, man.
Yeah, definitely represent. I see you got the Warriors on.
You got the Warriors on.
Yeah, we
got VT. VT is the #1 Raider fan, man.
Man, I gotta have my black somewhere up in here, you know. This is my daily attire. Gotta have a piece of black up in there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to game one with I went and found some Warrior clothes with the Raider colors.
Oh, wow. You gotta
only get that in Oakland.
It circumvents the whole
Yeah.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
And we was out earlier, me and VT was talking about, we went to high school around the same time. Shout out to Skyline.
Shout out to the Mac House, orange and black, man.
Shout out to Matt. They ended up beating us. Skyline, shout out to Coach Beam. Classic. Coach Beam. Everybody know, it was that was a legendary school. And Skyline High School had Tom Hanks back in the day.
There you
Gary
go.
Payton.
There you go.
We had Bill Russell.
Okay, so that's
11 championships.
High school rivals, but they ended up beating us when I was at the Super Bowl.
Who went to my school, man? Come on,
Ricky
now.
Henderson.
Come on,
right? One of the greatest ever.
Come on, Fremont High, man. Come on, the Green Zone. Cut it out, man.
My brother went to Fremont.
I went to Fremont, yeah. I think Ricky went to Oakland High, didn't he?
No, he went to Tech.
Did he?
Went to Tech.
I need Mr. Fab here. Fab know where everybody went to school.
He got the whole sports history down.
Oh
Mr.
yeah, because a lot of athletes, like I think per capita, I think Oakland has the most like professional athletes to come out of like one city or whatever. I heard that statistic somewhere before. So
we had a lot of ballers came out of my school. Not hoopers, but like street ballers.
Street ballers
came out of Fremont.
Yeah, well, I got you here. Something that, we having this whole discussion about the Bay. Something I want to ask you about is recently we were watching the Silicon Valley show that's on HBO. And then at the end of the show, all of a sudden this track come on that's real hot, booming through the TV. And we hear Short on this really kind of dope, high tempo kind of track. And the track is called You Came to Party.
Came to Party.
And so you were part of the team producing this track, right?
Yep, the Meter Mob. We're production team / artists, and we just like to do different stuff. That's why the track stand out is kind of different.
It's a Meter Mob song.
It's a Meter Mob song.
And me and VT been working together for a long time. We go all the way back since Don't Act Like a Bitch, the E40 song, which was
a classic.
Yeah. So that was a big one, and he always got this good sounds coming through the walls. I'm like, VT, what is that, man? And the Meter Mob song, he got some dope ass. Meter Mob shit is dope. Like some of the other shit. Wait till you hear that Meter Mob. But I jumped on that one, man. I had to.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley was like, that's the one we like, so we made it happen.
And it's doing quite nicely on the net. It's moving. Like people love the song. Getting great feedback. It was in the rap and hip hop charts on iTunes. So it's only been 1 week. So
you came to party.
You came to party.
Check it out.
Add it to your summer playlist. Play at the barbecue, strip clubs, baby birthdays. It don't matter, man.
That feel good music.
And what with that trap being on the Silicon Valley show, something that I noticed is they embrace a lot of hip hop artists, and even specifically the Bay. But something I noticed is I don't see a lot of brothers on the show. You know what I'm saying? In the valley, but I feel like we're in the valley, so I just wonder, they got the hip hop, but I want to. Because we in the Bay, you know what I'm saying? We are out there.
There's a lot of brothers involved in Silicon Valley getting money, man. Getting money process.
So I'm just saying, I would like to see that shown on the show too. Just a shout out to them, just to say, hey, we out there. We love the Valley. We got the tech.
Can we see some black techies?
Yeah, a little black tech going on.
Have you been to Frisco lately?
And so we saw you recently at the Warriors game, right? Over there, and how's that? What's that experience like? Being in the Bay with the Warriors doing so well and being at a game?
Well, you gotta understand Bay Area sports, man, because we ride or die, and we have in the Bay we have 2 professional baseball teams, 2 football teams, and we all share the basketball team. So the whole Bay agrees on the Warriors. Yeah. You go anywhere in the Bay, they're like, I'm a Warriors fan. But then after that, we split in half.
Yeah.
Are you a Raider? You Raider A's? You Giants? Niners? What are you?
Yeah.
So you know, we East Bay all day. That means we bleed silver if you cut us.
Yeah.
But you know, the Warriors, man, that's when the Bay comes together, and we rode with this team, man, for a long time, man. We rode with it. Every time we shined a little bit, everybody was there. But then, you know, it's those times when we ain't shining that make the Warriors fans who they are. Because we stuck with them. We went to game after game, sellout after sellout. We losing seasons, no playoffs. We still there, you know. Same thing with the Raiders. The Raiders went through about, what, a 13-year drought?
Yeah,
Would you count?
Yeah, about 11
It was
years.
mad long. I know some
Somewhere-
babies and some adults now.
13, 14 years, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Drought. And where we every year? Like, man, we're going to do it next year.
Yeah, next year.
I see VT on the internet during the off-season, preseason. I'm like, VT, man, give it up, man. I'm like, we look good on paper. Wait till about week 4.
Yeah.
If we 1-3,
Yeah.
1-7, I'm like. But you know, last year, proud to be a Raider.
Yeah, it felt real. It
Proud
felt
to be a
real
Bay Area sports fan right now, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. The only, you know, the bittersweet of it is,
Don't say it.
okay, when I'm saying Vegas, right?
Yeah, I think he was gonna say
But
it.
I'm
like
saying I
that.
got to, because the thing is, I gotta see. I tell my friends, they like, what do you think about them going to Vegas? I'm like, I'm in the sunken place. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell them.
When was the last time you been to Vegas?
Been like November or something.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, but I love Vegas though.
I went to Vegas last weekend, the weekend before, and the weekend before that, and I'm going to all the Raider games.
Yeah.
We taking
It's
bus
gonna be-
loads.
It's gonna be an amazing stadium. It's gonna be a great time to go. I just feel like Oakland. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad seeing my city just having this
The
Vegas.
sports leaving, you know, the Coliseum area and all that stuff,
Yeah.
man. But I just predict that Raider games in the future, if they dare leave Oakland and go someplace like Vegas, the Raider games will be full of Oakland fans.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Not Bay Area fans, Oakland fans. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah.
Watch me.
Turned up.
Yeah. How you feel?
I mean, you just gotta look what's going on in the city right now. Y'all are gentrification and stuff. So the Raiders is about having real loyal fan base. You know what I'm saying? So, like he's saying, everybody that's loyal to the Raider Nation is gonna go to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Because you come
It
to
sounds stupid that Las Vegas Raiders sound kind of stupid.
Yeah. It's still the Oakland Raiders because it's that energy. You know, Hammer was on First Take recently. He was talking about just like shout out to Hammer, but he was just talking about how it's really like, you know, Al Davis originally came to Oakland, you know, in the 50s or 60s or whatever, when he had the Raiders there, and he was seeing the movement and the people and the Black Panthers and the revolution and things like that, and they took on the personality
Yeah.
Of the city.
Of the city.
city.
And so that is what people are experiencing. This is Oakland. It ain't some other energy that they're receiving
Oh, yeah.
when they support the Raiders. So it's still gonna be Oakland Raiders, even if you
No
change
matter
the,
what
you
you
know,
do.
change the city or whatever.
I say we should call them the West Coast Raiders.
The West Coast.
Let's just take the
okay,
whole
yeah.
West Coast, man. You go anywhere in LA right now and ask them, are you a Rams fan or a Raiders fan? And the answer is always Raiders
Yeah,
in LA.
yeah. Because they do got the Chargers.
You go to Vegas right now. Vegas ain't got a football team right now. Go to Vegas and ask everybody who's your favorite football team. They're going to say the Raiders.
Yeah.
We might even be San Diego's favorite football team.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
that's
that's
there
for
you
sure.
go.
That's
We
for sure.
might be.
Especially, yeah.
Charger fans are jumping ship, man.
Yeah, and then right now, also you got a track that I just recently heard that's really like, I think it might be up for like, I told people, I'm like, this might be the track of the summer, honestly. this Rake It Up, it's with Lil Yachty and Nicki Minaj. And first it comes on and it's that Freaky Tales drum line, kind of bass line
Bass
sample,
line.
right? That bass line. And it's that Freaky Tales, but then it's flipped into a whole new track, Rake It Up. If you haven't heard it, check it out. But yeah, with Lil Yachty. But then in the third verse, he just go. Shoot,
I got a Too Short shout out in the song. Dropped a couple of bitches in the song.
he just went crazy with that.
It's all love, man. I'm to that point, man, where it's been that legacy of just years and years of putting the music out there, and I'm hearing a lot of hip hop, kind of grabbing little pieces of Too Short here and there. They've been doing it.
Yeah.
But now it's like I hear a little bit more of it, and you know, I like it myself, man. You know, even all the way with the Drake "Fuck for Free."
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, all that shit. I'm with all that shit, man.
Yeah. And what is your favorite word? I mean, I'm just wondering if that actually is your favorite word.
I mean, honestly, man, it's like hands down. I don't go around like I'm not gonna walk out here right now and call all the women bitches, but I mean, it's kind of a word that just goes with a lot of things that, you know,
Yeah.
a lot of things I say.
Yeah.
But I don't. I say it different than other people, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? It's like it's sort of like
Your own word on.
I changed the definition.
Yeah.
Bitches, you know, my bitches, you know, it's a good thing.
Yeah. And I feel like it's probably one of the most famous ad-libs probably out there in rap right now, literally.
I've been counting the rappers that say it.
Yeah.
It's not many that haven't said it.
Yeah.
They all, at some point, it just feels so good to go, bitch. So, you know, keep on saying it, man, pop culture.
Yeah.
That's my gift for pop culture.
And
I gave him the bitch.
that was
I gave pop culture the bitch. Here, take my bitch.
Recently, you were at South by Southwest and you performed with an artist named Signature.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just wondering what was it about her that made you want to work with her?
Well, you know, I really appreciate the hustle. And when I met her, she was on the grind, and she just was like networking and stuff, and you know, cute and stuff, and the East Coast, the West Coast thing, and I felt it. So I'm that kind of person that if you dare catch me at the right moment and big up yourself too much, I will throw your ass out on stage and see what you can do, and let you make it or break it, whatever. So she got out there and she did her thing, and we've been homies ever since. So got a song together. I got a lot of little songs brewing, man. I'm an OG, but I work a lot.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you have a song I recently heard with you, French Montana, Ty, and Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, yeah. Song's called "Ain't My Girlfriend." It's the first single dropping from my new album. The album's called The Pimp Tape. So it's coming like about a couple of months or so. Should be an August, September release. A lot of guest appearances on there. I got some Snoop Dogg and T.I. on there, some 2 Chainz on there, and you know, the song with Ty Dolla and Jeremiah and French and E40's on there, and I could keep naming names, Jazzy Faye's on there, and Lil Jon's on there. You know, we got the family.
How was it working with Lil Jon again? I feel like that was always a great collaboration between you two.
Yeah, Lil Jon he's a producer. He's one of those guys who gives you a track and doesn't walk away. He knows what he wants. If you put some stuff on his track, he's like, I don't like that, or do it like that, or he'll fix it better and stuff. So I like working with Lil Jon because you know, the end result is always going to be big.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like the South sound mixed with the Bay flavor, that just kind of always just gives like so many hits that's been made.
But I think when you jump outside of your region or even out of your genre and you work with other talented people, you know, things happen that are bigger than what you normally would do on your own. So I always like to step out the box a little bit, and I really enjoy all the records I made down south and mixing them in with South rappers. I like all the stuff I did with the East Coast rappers. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to work with Lady Gaga. I jumped on the Virgin Atlantic first class and stretched the fuck out. You know, on my way to London.
Expand your horizon. Okay, and then we're almost embarking on the 30-year anniversary of Born to Mac. So that's
we're there right now.
Okay.
We Born to Mac was re-released by Jive Records in 1988, but it was the thing in Oakland in 1987. So
that was like you were independent.
Yeah, and then they picked it up, repackaged it, and sent it out in 88. But 87, summer of 87, it was Born to Mac. It was Freaky Tales, a song, and Boys in the Hood, Eazy-E. That was our summer of 87. But yeah, it's 30 years, man.
So how is that? Like, people were just like, had your tape, and then, I know in the town or in the Bay, you got a song, and it's that one, like you said, it's your summer, like, it's what you're gonna hear. It's like a soundtrack of literally the whole summer.
Yeah, you're gonna hear that one song over and over again, every car riding down the street.
So how is that feeling when it's your song, though, that's that one?
Well, you know, I had a good run, man. I had a lot of summer anthems. I had a lot of underground anthems. I'm one of those artists who a lot of my records that you would consider to be hits, like got on the radio, I shot a video to, aren't as big as the records that were my underground hits that never had a video. Like, it's just one of those weird things. But, you know, I used to sell 1 million records without a single. Yeah. So that's what we were back then.
That's a whole different music industry at that time.
Oh yeah.
To imagine. And then what's something that you could tell us, like 3 like proud moments in your career, you know?
I think one moment that was just a real defining moment for me was we made a lot of money selling independent music. And we weren't really like stressed for money when we signed to a major label. But I put out a Born to Mac through Jive Records. They picked it up and repackaged it. And then I released Life is Too Short. And it sold a lot of copies really fast, like a lot. And when I got the check for the royalties, I had just been doing the same thing I've been doing. I used to make songs in my bedroom in my mama's house, and I used to sell tapes in the street, and I didn't change anything. When I signed to Jive Records, it was the same process as sitting in my bedroom, and I saw the check, and I'm like, all I gotta do is that to get this? Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm a hustler, and I have not stopped rapping since.
Said in your rap,
since I seen that check.
Don't stop rapping.
And then I think another defining moment was just was when I looked up and I realized I had made 10 albums. All of them had gone gold or platinum. I was 30 years old, and I look back and I'm like, man, it's not a lot of rappers that are doing what I'm doing. And that was just an eye-opener for me that I'm doing the right thing, you know? Like, I'm like, man, I'm in this. Like, I'm in hip-hop. I'm in it. Like, I'm not like, you know, following anybody's footsteps. I'm up in the front with the boys who, like, you know, when they look back, they're going like, these are the guys who did it first. You know I wasn't the first wave, but I'm pretty much part of like the second, third wave, you know, like the early days. But I think, and another thing that was really important to my career, me individually, was when I, after that 10th album, I said, I retire. And I always remember the OG Red Alert telling me, you know, like something to the effect of like rappers shouldn't retire, because if you look at blues artists and R&B artists and jazz musicians, they still tour in their 60s, and they still, you know, they still make songs and still collaborate. And who's to say that hip hop is over when you turn 30 or when you turn 40? And now I'm on a mission right now, man. I feel like I don't need to make a hit record right now. I don't have to make an album, but I can go in the studio right now today with VT, and we make a banging record, like some shit you really want to hear. And I think that for an OG who's sitting there saying, all this new rap is whack, I think that's really like a crime. And I think for a youngster that's saying, I don't give a fuck about that old shit, move out the way, it's a crime, man, because it's like the OGs are not realizing that when we were young and we were listening to that rap music we love, it was somebody 10, 20 years older than us saying, turn that crap down, having a serious conversation going, that sounds like trash. And that's what we love dearly, is our old hip hop. And then you got the youngsters who, you got this mentality of like, well, man, y'all old niggas don't like us, move the fuck out the way. But at the same time, one day, you're going to be my age, and you're going to still love hip hop. Yeah. And you're going to think back to Too Short was made a record when he was 50. E40 made a record when he was 48. I was bumping that record. Man, you're going to want to do it one day. It's like, I love getting money. I love doing shows. I love hustling, man. You can't take that from me. You can't tell me I expired and I'm sitting there watching the crowd is sold out and they loving it. So I'm like, one day, you're going to see where I'm at. And on the other end, I mean, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the young homies, the OGs. Appreciate the little homies getting money, man. When they get money, little kids get toys. The homies get jobs. The families eat. Christmases, you know, birthdays, and it's just like, it helps. They come back to the hood and give everybody hope. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and down my man talking about, I can't understand what he's saying. The song is horrible. Because your grandmama couldn't understand what you were saying. When she was alive and you was a 20-year-old rapper, she thought it was trash, turned it down. So, I mean, hip-hop, come on now. We gotta find that medium where we appreciate each other, truly.
BT, what do you think I mean, that was pretty profound. Just talking about the new generation. I feel like, you know, you kind of, you know, you got the new wave too, but you know.
I feel exactly the same way, you know, he feel or whatever. Because you got to think about music in terms of, it's all like a trickle down thing. Like you remember, it all came from jazz or blues, and from blues, R&B, from R&B to pop, and then now from hip hop to trap. It's like the kids, like he's saying, it's like a little trickle down effect, and you gotta respect everybody's crafts, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's a tricky situation, but I mean, time heals all wounds, you know? Some people feeling hurt, you know?
A lot of people say they don't like EDM. Mm-hmm. I take the hardest hip hop fan to an EDM festival, and I bet you'll have fun. Because you can't resist it. It just gets in you. Yeah. Vice versa, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people from different walks of life coming to hip hop shows, and they're having a good time. And I just did a show with my live band in Oakland, and I was looking out the crowd like it was more young people than it was older people. I would think it'd be a more older crowd in the Bay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the youngsters showed up to see me play with a live band. That felt good.
How you like playing with a live band versus like a DJ?
Well, the live band shows are more fun for me, but I like to give the audience what they want. So at times we do the band, other times we do the DJ. You know, so it works both ways. But the band is fun because you don't really have a set show. It's just whatever happens, happens.
Okay, so you could just kind of play it.
Yeah, we can change how long the song is. We can change the order of the song. We can just
keys. That's how magic happen.
Yeah, and then when you were talking about you know, the hustle and being in Oakland and just really being on that independent hustle so much, and you know, for instance, Chance the Rapper is really the most successful new artist coming out that has that independent hustle. But I want to tie it back into Oakland where Tupac, he has a quote that's on the internet, like a lot of people share, where he's like, look, I got all my game from Oakland. If you want to give my Grammys to anywhere, just give them to Oakland. And just talk about that time period of just like somebody like Tupac coming to Oakland and just being like, this is where I got my game.
Man, I'm sitting here right now. I was born in L.A. I moved to Oakland. I started rapping in Oakland. All my raps are about Oakland. I can't give any credit to anything that's related to Too Short. I can't give credit to anything except Oakland. And it just is what it is. So I got the same exact statement Tupac got it, but I never got any Grammys. But if you give me a Grammy, give my Grammy to Oakland. Straight up.
Nah, that's what's up. What does town biz mean to you?
Town business is, to me, is plain and simple. It's like a fraternity, and it just simply means I'm from Oakland. And if I tell it to you and you're not from Oakland, you be like, oh, he's from Oakland. And if I tell it to you and you are from Oakland, you're like, oh, one of us is here. And I'm like, people just walk up to me and don't even say their names. They just be like, I'm at a crowded party, some event somewhere, they go, town business. So I know now, dude over there is from Oakland. Yeah. It's like a frat.
Yeah, 100%. And then we talking about different artists, and I wanted to see if you have a top 5 that are live list, you know, and then you can also include yourself.
See, the top list, I got that figured out, man, because I look at everybody's list and all this, the criteria of how you made your list. My list is plain and simple. And it's not 5 rappers. It's a list of rappers. My list is all about the best rappers are the rappers who made careers out of hip hop. And I'm not just saying, oh, you've been rapping all your life getting money. I'm talking about those rappers who, top of the game, came in there, you know, the 5, 6, 7 platinums in a row of years and years of top-notch tours and stuff. You know, the ones who like really they come into our lives and they stay. They don't go away. We don't go, oh, remember so-and-so had a 2-year run? That's not the best rapper. If you had a 2-year run and you was the hottest rapper for 2 albums, you're not the best rapper. You just had a run. The best rappers are the ones who stay. They make a career out of it. They become, you know, they have timeless songs. They leave back a legacy. They leave behind a legacy, and years later, you talking. I still appreciate it. I still adore them. You know, those are the best rappers who, in the end, or way down the line, you're still going, that's my guy. So who is that? Who's on that list? That's the best rappers. And the one-hit wonder, the best ink pen. whatever you call it, man. I'm talking about feeding families.
Yeah. Legacy.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have Kanye West. Speaking of his birthday is coming up, his 40th, and just talking about rappers. I was age in the game and stuff. Just wanted to see if you had any experiences with Kanye. Want to give him a shout out for his birthday?
Well, I think Kanye's one of the best, man. I appreciate my favorite thing about Kanye is his subjects he likes to rap about and the brave things he says that are like not supposed to be said in hip hop, like showing that you're vulnerable or showing your weaknesses and strengths and just the truth.
Yeah.
I think he's a real honest rapper when it comes to emotions. And I know Drake is another one. Drake is, touching subjects that other rappers won't touch about just being normal, just being, a human being. In rap, even me, everything is like, I'm flawless. I'm the most flawless player. Every time I whip it out, she's gonna kiss it. You know what I'm saying? I've never been told, no, I'm not gonna suck your dick. You know what I mean? That's our persona. But in real life, I have pulled out my dick and she said no, but I never put that in the song. You feel me? But I like that in certain rappers. I think that hip hop in general should be a little more honest, but at the same time, hip hop should be like over exaggerating, bragging too, like all that stuff. So whatever happens, man. A hit's a hit these days.
E.T., what you think? Kanye West, 40 years old in the game.
Man, that's a huge accomplishment, and like I'm saying, go back to the same mind thinking is sure. He ain't scared to work with the younger generation.
Definitely.
He even go back to the older generation. Paul McCartney doing songs with people like that. So, I mean, he's already a legend.
I can see Kanye making hits in his 50s,
Yeah.
as well as Jay-Z or any of these rappers who, T.I., any of these rappers who, know how to just keep getting in the studio making hits. 2 Chainz, you ain't got no expiration date. So we'll see where this is going, man. We're in uncharted territories right now. Who's going to be the first 60-year-old rapper with a hit? Somebody's going to do it.
With you and I feel like with 40 in particular, I feel like y'all have y'all pocket. Like no matter what track you're on, I feel like we still get you. We still get 40 in the sense that it ain't like y'all just changing your whole pocket for each different scenario.
Man, the way I feel, if I had to come out on stage with my walker, I'm gonna lean on that thing and rock the crowd. I'm telling you, it's gonna be easy too.
Yeah, I think the game definitely needs that, and I think that would be like you'll be a pioneer in that aspect because in the sense that there is a pushback for people to make it seem like there is a time or expiration on people out there, but you go to a rock and roll, you can still go to a Rolling Stones concert or something like that, and
sold out 120,000.
Artists in other genres literally die on stage doing the show. Yeah. They literally have the heart attack doing the show and die on stage. Older, not young, older.
Yeah.
So I can go for that.
Yeah.
OG 2 shit. He said, "Bitch," and then had a heart attack.
OG. Lastly, the game is tomorrow. The Warriors game 3 in Cleveland. I just wanted to see what you got. Any predictions? What y'all seen so far? What do you think is gonna happen?
I got one prediction. So if Cleveland wins 1, I'm going to Game 5 in Oakland. that's a sure prediction. But I'm going for the record books, man. I'm like, man, I'm looking at KD looking possessed. I got a number 35 jacket I almost wore today just to make a statement, but it's not cold outside. But I'm going for the sweep, man. I know what LeBron does. I know this is like a screenshot of last season, 2-0, let's head to Cleveland. But I'm just like, I see this Kevin Durant factor as a major deal, man. Mm-hmm. A major deal, and I don't know how, because I heard people talking last week about how Cleveland was stacked up a little more than the Warriors and how the Warriors didn't have a chance, that KD was our only hope. And I feel like you can sit KD down and we still gonna run. You can sit anybody down. Mm-hmm.
We got Draymond this year too. So remember he missed an important game last year.
We needed Draymond that one game. And, when I see KD, I'm like, the way I see them playing is so amazing. I'm like, it's literally we took Harrison Barnes and turned it into KD.
Yeah, Harrison was hot and cold.
Yeah, and I'm just like, that is a problem.
He was showing off in Dallas this year, though.
Yeah,
But he didn't really show off like that for us all the time.
Finals, he need to show off there. But yeah, all that's being said, Short, BT, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out and
Meter Mob, shout out to the Meter Mob. Check out You Came to Party. It's out there doing numbers. One of the hottest songs probably this summer. Go check it out.
Bitch. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Too Short. It's my man VT.
And you watching Revolt, #1 name in music.
Yeah.